you flip. We will not weep. Darkness could we toss. For we have go. Karanak we nashi. Black shy great good have. Rose we go. Good street down you go. Great maps we go now we're off. So off. We. Darf we go. So the armies do I.
Hello, Monsters About here. Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3 and Part 12 of the Malagor the Dark Omen campaign. Wow, you can really tell this is a Warhammer 2 map, can't you? Warhammer 1 map, even. It's just not as pretty, is it? It definitely just looks like an unfinished map compared to some of the newer ones. Anyway, I remember this quest battle. It's all flooding back. Do with the main army, and then they spawn in some artillery in the trees usually, which of course is not the best place for artillery, and more often not the artillery just end up blowing up some trees, which doesn't really have much of an effect. So for the most part, this battle is pretty bloody easy. Summoning in a Sigor at the top, so we can chuck some boulders down at the enemies below, and of course the Jabberslies lumbering their way into combat. Oh, what a that was some jam! Holy shit! Jesus, brutal. Just love those Jabberslies. Meanwhile, the Blessed-Igors and Minotaurs now charging in, more than a match for the Empire troops. Already, the Empire army is breaking and running. We do have some Centaurs hiding in the trees over here, just in case. That's artillery spawned. I genuinely couldn't remember quite where the artillery spawned or how dangerous it was, but having played the battle, I know, like, oh yeah, no, I don't know. The artillery turns up and usually launches most of its rockets into the trees and does very little damage to you. I'll try and make sure that we hunt down as many of these units as possible. Some knights trying to flank. I think they're aiming to go and kill the Sigor, but the Sigor's living on borrowed time anyway. And he's going to be dead in 10 seconds. So while they may be wandering around, all they're doing is just getting boulders thrown at them and wasting their time. Because that Sigor is going to die anyway. Even as he chucks a boulder into the ground. And there he goes. Boop. Which then means they go, oh, he's dead now. Got some Outriders. Not quite sure what they're doing. Running straight towards the Slangor, that's probably not the best idea. You notice how the AI can always shoot without having to, like, if I told my Outriders to shoot, they would all have to stop, wait a couple of seconds, and then shoot. Whereas the AI, they can shoot before they've even stopped moving. Oh my god, those Empire Knights are getting absolutely devastated by the javelins. And the artillery has eventually arrived. There it is. Malagor landing down. You can see what I mean about, like, you know, it gets some rockets off, but I think last time I fought this battle, they turned up and almost lined up behind these trees. They just fired rockets into the trees for a couple of seconds before I caught up with them. Centaurs, though, running down the Hellstorm rocket battery very easily. Some swordsmen trying to come back to save their artillery, but Centaurs then charging back in to finish them off. The artillery has been dealt with. The other artillery will eventually arrive over this side of the map, but it does take a little while. Like another minute or so to arrive, which was weird. But then these quest battles are a little bit buggy now. Well, that wasn't particularly difficult, was it? I'll take the cash. thanks. Got the Icons of Vilification. Hero capacity +1 for Brave Shamans. Recruit rank. Lord Building Construction Reduction for Lord's Army. Lord Growth and the Icons of Vilification, which is going to give everyone nearby 12 leadership. Not that we really need that, but I'll take it anyway. And we also get some additional dreads, which is very welcome. I'm tempted maybe to do this. If we can get a little bit more, we can get level 10. I'm thinking level 10 boys is going to be pretty useful. I mean, we could potentially just keep these parties here. So we've got DashCon, the Resolve Festival, and Fur Festival. All of those, we could increase the amount of dreads we're getting. That sounds pretty useful. Why these don't come at the max level anymore, I don't know, but never mind. Let's accumulate to expedite, I think is the... Okay, but the Resolve Festival doesn't actually have any other buildings. It's just got the buried caravanserai, which is not really that useful. Unless we can get some trade agreements. Can we get trade agreements? Ikit, do you want a trade agreement?
No time. Experiments to do.
Well, yeah, but you're kind of okay with it. How about something like that?
Yes.
All right, cool. You're happy with that. So we've got a little... Not you. Not you. How much are we making from trade? 70. 70 monies. I mean, you know, it's not life-changing, but I'll take it anyway. Okay, Repants is in attendance. Malagor, you can get some foul premonitions. How foul? Pretty bloody foul. Okay, let's go and take Thyrus. We'll continue the siege. We'll get Thyrus in here. Thyrus to help us take Thyrus. It was meant to be. Get over here. That's not... over here. Over here. Buddy. Alright, thank you. Finally. Jesus. Okay, medium casualties. It is for pants, so... That's not going to help your defences. Taking a little bit of artillery fire as we advance. We're going to send the Minotaurs, Jabberslays against the gates. The Best-Igors. I mean, you know, these guys can make their own hole. Meanwhile, the Best-Igors are just going to use the one I've provided. And now the gates are down, which means everyone can come in. Also, we got another use of old Chatterstone, which we can make use of. As we take down the other gates. There we go. And those men-at-arms getting torn to shreds by the javelin fire. Also, then goes down... Oh, and yeah, a large chunk of them die as well. So now we're charging in. Everyone just throwing themselves into combat. We do have the Grail Knights. And Repants is around here somewhere. There she is. The lady herself. Getting hit with a Flock of Doom. And a giant. Poor old Mooley Cyrus, a little bit surrounded by Grail Knights here, so we're gonna send Malagor to go and do a little assist because he's just flapping around in circles above. But he's going to drop a Penumbral Pendulum on there, and that did, you know, reasonable damage. Those Grail Knights, they are quite densely packed as well. More Grail Knights down here, but they're fighting Minotaurs with great weapons, and to be honest, I would put my money on the Minotaurs with great weapons versus the Grail Knights. And the Grey Knights do have a fantastic charge bonus, but they didn't really get to use it. And now they're surrounded by Minotaurs. Looks like there's a bit of a rout happening. More foot squires throwing themselves into combat. Mooley Cyrus continuing to be quite surrounded, but actually not taking very much damage. Then Malagor himself drops down and starts hitting them with the Lesser Flock of Doom. And then hits them with another Flock of Doom. Is there something wicked this way comes? They got less leadership as well. They do get the physical resistance, but all this damage here is Flock of Doom. And they're just taking a lot. I mean, it's crows everywhere. It's like Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds. And now there's Minotaurs as well. That never happened in Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds. There was never Minotaurs as far as, at least from what I recall. No Minotaurs in that film. However, it does look like that has broken the Bretonnian spirits, and all of them are now fleeing. Well, that was short and sweet. I mean, it's not a huge amount of money, but I will take the cash. I guess that means... Is there nothing else left? I guess we can hold Dashcon. Hooray for ball pools! Oh, maybe we should have waited for the full... Ah, that's fine. It's 2 turns. That's way too long. Ooh, end of an errand. More growth. The local opponent challenges Dark God plus 5%, and double experience gain when fighting against Bretonnians. Yeah, it's not great. I'll level it. Oh, how many do we need? Oh, we're at 317. We need 320 for the next level. Wow. Wow. Never mind. Horde building construction minus 20, and an unlocked Rules of the Dread army capacity upgrade. So I guess that's what we need for this one. But that's okay. If we can just get a little bit more dreads, probably next turn, we can get level 10 starting characters, which pretty useful. I mean, seeing as we've literally torched everything over here, I guess we may as well just meander in this direction now. Let's give you all some upgrades. Now, Sid, Vicious. There we go. Good old Sid. Forest time. Okay, okay, you get Foul Premonition, and then you are... Yeah, so then we can go with, I don't know, maybe magic item drop chance? Then we can get Children of Chaos, which isn't great, but the enemy hero action success chance is quite good at keeping Malagor safe. So that's basically why we're going for that. I think I'm just going to tick this, because to be honest, I think at this level it's very much a case of I don't really care what skills you have. Just knock yourself out. Virus, on the other hand, you can definitely get Fury of the Herds. There we go. Do we think that affects the Slangor? I mean, I'm assuming no, but I could be wrong. Scarbrand, how are you doing, buddy? You don't look like you're doing great, to be honest. They've taken Fire Festival. Who are you at war with?
This pact grants me more skulls to harvest.
Okay, well, you are at war with quite a few people. Mostly the people I've dragged you into wars with. Not with Tic-Tac-Toe, though, but you don't want to give me a military alliance. Oh, you would for 9,000. I mean, I guess it would give you more money. You know what? Sure. I feel like we've been firm friends since the start, and that should only continue. Let's upgrade that one, because then we can upgrade the Dubri. Also, I can't... Morgar. What's Morgar up to? I mean, obviously, you want to give you jabber slides. That's just a given. Have you've done this party, haven't you? I mean, that garrison's pretty good. I guess the thing is, you could hit Magritta and potentially set up a party. Poor Arkan. He just got in my way. I just had a desire to set up a party in this little peninsula, and he would just happen to be in the way. Don't want to lose horde growth. Not that I... God damn it, Lindsay! You only just popped back. Oh, Headloo, where are you? Oh, there you are. You just popped back. I mean, these guys don't have a house to live in now. They're just slowly dying. Jeez, guys. I needed Lindsay. Now Malagor's a man down. Or was he? No, he was a man down. And then I recruited a unit. Because I forgot Lindsay existed until she came back. I've got no... What's it? No perception. Constant perception? Past perception? That one. I don't have that. I don't have any of that. Alright, well, seeing as I'm not overly concerned about what these guys are going to get up to, considering, worst case, they suicide themselves against Dashcon. Not the first people to suicide themselves against Dashcon. We could just hit Magritta. Oh, there is some armies there. That says really? Valiant defeat against that? I mean, I know we've mostly got Ungors, but still. Alright. There's a lot of arrow fire there, but it's not really doing much damage, all in all, to be honest. The cannons are doing some damage. The missile fire, not really. And here comes Morga. Now, Morga himself is not a particularly scary combatant, but he doesn't die. He's very hard to kill. And he also just does damage all around him. So whenever you're engaging Malagor, you're also just slowly dying as you try and kill this thing that just doesn't want to die. Malagor's strength comes from the fact that you could just sit him in combat and not have to worry about him, basically. He just kind of does his thing. That gate is very almost down. We did send the Centaurs in first, but we're not going to send them in to fight. We will pull them back and let the Chaos spawn. And the Giants, along with Morga, do the hard work. Can hold those walls, which is good, and taking out the deck gunners, who are here due to the alliance with Aranessa. Tell you what, I mean, deck gunners, quite nasty. Glad that they, I mean, if they were like back here, that would be problematic because they could just open fire on the gate, and that'd be pretty bad. As it is, the Chaos Spawn should have a lovely time just chewing their way through these zombies and skeletons. Giant taking a little bit of fire there in the back, but otherwise he's fine. We're going to shut down these archers with some summoned in Chaos Spawn. The archers are going to try and make good their getaway. But it looks like the Chaos Spawn are already all out. Yep, there we go. And now the skeletons are just going to have to die. I mean, they're already dead, but you know what I mean. Units from the walls climbing down to take on the units all along our little front here. More Chaos Spawn being summoned in as an enemy unit drops below 10% health and Morgar uses ability. Srungor. I mean, I could probably win this battle with just the Chaos Spawn. To be honest, Chaos Spawn and Morgar, I could probably win this battle. So the fact that it's defeat, like, no. No, Auto Resolve. What are you drinking? What are you smoking? However, having our raiders on the wall over here is helping because they are peppering away at those skeleton spearmen, taking them down. So far, so good. The Ushabti being spawned in as a queue for some reason. Not entirely sure why. That's fine. And our Chaos Spawn just going to town on all these skeletons. Obviously, they are starting to crumble away. But any damage they do is good. We also have the Centaurs. And the Chariots have gone round the flank and have broken through this gate. They are now making for the objective. This battle is over, basically. Looking at numbers here, you can see that we are easily overwhelming the garrison defenders. And this is Arkan's last big city. He does have a little minor settlement. But, you know, because the Tomb Kings do kind of need those buildings to recruit the nasty units they can do. If they lose settlements, then suddenly their armies become significantly weaker. And you don't want to have to try and take on hordes of beastmen with just, you know, bog standard skeletons. It's just not going to work. Skeletons, they're just not very good. I know the unending horde of skeletons that the vampires used to do had its followers, but I genuinely don't understand it. I'm like, who would want to? Who would want to do that? Never mind. Yeah, I mean, I didn't think that was going to be particularly tough. Still, good job. Let's get Morgar the Cursed Labyrinth. Everyone loves a maze, don't they? Let's get our... What is the difference between this and normal? Passive ability Primal Fury for Lord's Army. But like most units have that. I guess the Chaos Spawn don't have that. No, I guess not all units have it. So I guess it gives it to all the units that don't have it. To like Chaos Spawn. Which, you know, that's good, right? Yeah, sure, why not? Why not? Okay, we're just going to raise our... I'm tempted to like head south again and just take out all the lizards. But I think we have to go north. Yeah? I think we're going north. Let's find out what's going on. We spent a lot of time dicking about in the desert. Let's see what's going on up north in the Empire. When one falls, no, that's not useful. Horde recruitment, don't really care. None of this is useful. Okay, when one falls then. I was hoping for the speedy one. But, alas, it was not to be. Oh, we might be able to wipe these guys out. Let's just encircle. We'll bring Thyrus up to help. He can get the experience. It'll be good for him. Loot raise. As we await everyone else. Are you just slowly dying? Looks like you're just slowly dying. You're just slowly dying.
This will achieve nothing.
No, well I agree. Just wandering the desert slowly dying does not achieve very much. No, that's fair. That is a valid point. Good job with that one. Right, so we'll build that. Oh, can we upgrade this as well? Oh, lovely. And we can get the level 10 I'm tempted to save for the level 15, just because level 15, just being able to recruit level 15 characters just off the bat. I think not even some of these guys aren't level 15, which means we can just literally just bump everyone else ahead. Saves a lot of dicking about, doesn't it? Right, let's get the Children of Chaos, the brave beneath the weird green moon, and do their perverse grim butchery in the name of the heretical gods. Yeah. Yeah. Not the only guys who like the moon. I read the Age of Sigmar book, the one about the night goblins, where the night goblins are all like making people turn into mushrooms and shit. That was weird. That was a weird take. And if you're going, what? Then you haven't read the book. It's just fucking weird. I kind of want this. Like, people start turning into mushrooms and, like, where the moon is, that... What the fuck is that? Is it, though? Are you the Empire? Shall we... Okay, let's just head down here and kill off... Well, you're not actually my king, so... Charge in and kill everyone, really. That's the plan. Obviously, we've got our Chaos Spawn bringing up the rear. I should really get Morgor a better army. The fact that he's kind of split off from everyone else is not ideal, but maybe if we get another army, we can make a little friend for Morgor, and they can, you know, roll around together. Some skeleton spearmen trying to block our path. They will succeed, but only briefly. Some of the Gors spilling around the edge and managing to get in amongst those archers. Meanwhile, we've got some crypt ghouls and more skeletons throwing themselves at our flank. Trying to break through this barricade down here so we can get our hands on these skeleton archers, but some fell bats are all flapping in our faces, which is horrible. And looks like these archers trying to make a break for the other side of the barricade to get away from us. Now I need to get Morgor into melee combat. Well, I just have to get him close, to be honest. As long as he's close to skeleton spearmen and the ghouls, he'll just slowly start killing them. Which, of course, is always quite useful. Meanwhile, I've forgotten about the Centaurs and the chariots. They're over here. And the problem is that in a second, Sumu Shabti are going to be spawned in here. And then later in the battle, I'm going to remember these guys exist and wonder what the hell happened to them. It was Ushabti. Ushabti happened to them. I only know because I saw the bodies of the Ushabti there. Obviously, they must have crumbled. So Morgor is in the midst of all of these skeletons and crypt ghouls, and of course they are slowly dying too. If we have a look at Morgor's damage, you can see it's just ticking up pretty rapidly. That's just damage he's doing to everyone around him. Thanks to the... where is it? It's one of these. This one. Aura of Vile Transmutation. 16 to 32 damage. Which is pretty legit. Chaos Spawn being summoned in there just to go and hunt down these skeleton archers so they can't do any more damage to us. But it's turned into a bit of a grind here, but this is a grind that we can win. Against skeletons, no problem. Especially when we've got Chaos Spawn and stuff alongside. Is that barricade dead yet? Almost. We're taking quite a bit of damage here, but those fell bats... Ah, there we go. Those fell bats are slowly dying. Now we can push on and knock out those skeleton archers. Morgor actually taking quite a bit of damage here. He does have regeneration. And the crypt ghouls are, just to say, slowly dying to him. You can see he's just racking up the kills there. No one else is really bothered, but Morgor just doing, you know, just doing quiet work. Ah, yes, the Ushabti have now been spawned in and are currently making a mess. of my Centaurs, which I haven't noticed, as you can see, because everyone's just standing there not doing anything. My Chaos Spawn decay and crumble, but they did their job. Most of a unit of Skeleton Archers has been killed. Need to finish mopping up. You know what, Morga actually taking more damage than I thought. Might just be a lot of arrows to his face. Or whatever he has instead of a face. There we go. Crypt Ghoul's dead. Morga regenerating. He's fine. I mean, with 162 kills, I say, he's not really that scary a melee character. But you just sort of like, you just have to stick him in a big blob and forget. And everything dies. So we have managed to deal with the Ushabti, or rather the Ushabti crumbles. And so now I've realised that these guys are almost dead, but, you know, it's fine. Centaurs. Yeah, that's what Centaurs do. They just die. They die so easily. Now, this is Arkan's last settlement. He has nothing left after this. Chasing down Skeleton Archers over on this side. We can go and grab these objectives as well, just to make sure that we get that intensity. He does have a number of characters left, but not many skeletons. Just going to do a little charge here. Slamming into those Nehekaran warriors. The Nehekaran warriors are pretty good against enemy infantry, or at least light infantry. But against Chaos Spawn, they're just going to get torn to little pieces. We do have a Prince coming in to attack our flank there, but he gets into range of Morga, so he's just going to slowly start taking damage. We can send the Giant and Morga in to pick him off as well. And the Tomb King now charging down the hill to join the fray, try and hold us back just for a little while. Otherwise, they've only just literally just got a Necrotech. Looking at numbers here, we can see that they're down to 285. This unit of skeletons is 129, so you can do the math there and just work out that most of their numbers are actually down to this unit over here. Pretty much everything else, all of their strength is really down to these characters. So we just need to pummel these characters into submission. And Arkan the Black is no more. Ah, oh, good job, Morga. Killed the buggers. If we hadn't had Morga, though, it would have been a pain in the arse to kill them. But he did it. What a lad. We can upgrade that. What can you recruit? Can you recruit anything to replace... I mean, you could get more Chaos Spawn. That just makes sense. We could... Right, let's merge you, lads. Let's get another Manticore. And... I kind of... everything else is generally fine. You could actually do... with like a Bray Shame. Apparently you cost money to recruit? That's weird. I never even realised that. Alright, well, never mind. You can recruit one next turn. It's fine. Oh, you get, like, grants powerful ancillaries that can modify... Okay, I remember those not being great. Aura of Madness for Jabba Slice, Aura of Regeneration for... Yep, all that. All of that. Also, you... Oh, you boost Centaurs. Well, don't you? Yes! Okay, well, we can get another Centaur, can't we? So we can get another... Let's do that. We'll go with that for the moment. Okay, good. Obviously, I forgot about Headloo. But Repant should be dead soon. Looks like Scarbrand's having a lovely time. He's really enjoying himself. That's lovely. You know what? Sure. I don't mind declaring war on Khalida. That's not an issue. I'm just glad to see Scarbrand is doing well for himself. Yeah, that is... You attack Dashcon, and Dashcon struck back. Now that means Rapance is dead. Arkan's dead. We've got a lot of factions down here. I feel like maybe we should have put the effort in and taken out the lizards. It's just a lot of work, isn't it? Okay, I hope Thyrus is going to be alright there. He's dealt with worse. Okay, let's just hop. Hop. Morga, what are we going to do with you? I could hop you. I could let you kill Lupio. But we don't really need to. We could just ignore him and head this way. Maybe see if we can link up. So we head maybe for the Border Princes. Looks like Grom's actually doing okay for himself. That's nice to see. I guess, Ikit, do you own this, Ikit?
Warpstone first, packed deal later.
God, it's all business with you, isn't it? We are strength rank 1. We're everyone's threat. Of course we're everyone's threat. Even the people who... Oh, it's like a big old hole in the world there. Even our friends think we're a threat. Thank God we have the underway for getting across this river delta. Because otherwise that takes like 3 turns to get across that. Well, maybe 2. But still, 2 full turns of movement rather than just 1 hopping across. So much easier when you have the underway. Or beast paths or whatever bollocks we're using.
Do not betray your king.
Right, Thyrus. Get in there, buddy. It's fine. You're gonna have some help. Have no fear. Malagor is right behind you. Didn't actually mean to underway him, but he underwayed anyway. Just keep hopping over. Stab this guy. Never mind. Okay, Thyrus, you've got Malagor to assist. He's going to top in 50 seconds. It's a lot of skeletons, to be fair. But you've actually got a reason. Well, I mean, we need to kind of replace the Ungor Spearmen, don't we? But I mean, you've got Jabba Slythe, you've got Minotaurs, you've got Spawn of Slaanesh. That's fine. But that's going to have to wait until next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.